AI threat, why alpha males fear the rise of artificial intelligence. Let's see what we have here.
I think that the arguments that once we have super intelligent computers and robots, they will inevitably want to take over and do away with us, comes from Prometheus and Pandora myths.
Really? They come from these? Prometheus myth. Prometheus, meaning forethought, is a titan in Greek mythology, best known as the deity in Greek mythology who was creator of mankind and its greatest benefactor, who stole fire from Mount Olympus and gave it to mankind. So I don't know, I guess if you really stretch it, this could mean some kind of scientific improvement, but I don't really see it. Pandora, in Greek mythology, Pandora is the all-endowed, the all-gifted, the all-giving. So according to the myth, Pandora opened the jar, in modern accounts sometimes mistranslated as Pandora's box, releasing all the evils of humanity, although the particular evils aside from plagues and diseases are not specified in detail by Hesiod, leaving only hope inside once he had closed it again. So I really don't see how this has to do with it. Maybe it's that when we come up with the AI, that it would be somehow bad. I don't know. See, this actually seems a lot more like feminism spreading all over the Western world. But anyways,
it's based on confusing the idea of high intelligence with megalomaniacal goals. Now
well, clearly you haven't even Googled this thing, because it's not that people who actually are afraid of the AI threat, if there ever becomes an AI that is more clever than humans, it's not that they are afraid of this kind of... I know what you are thinking. You are thinking of this Terminator Skynet situation where we have this almost human AI that is very smart and makes these robots and fights against humans, barely winning. But the scary thing is that it doesn't actually matter what the goal is. Let's say the goal is to create matchsticks, and to create as many matchsticks and to continue to create as many matchsticks as possible. Some step might clearly be make a lot of more factories to make matchsticks and wipe humanity, because that is, even if small threat to making matchsticks, it is a considerable threat to matchsticks for the AI, for making the matchsticks for the AI. So it doesn't actually mean, it's just that if you have this intelligent system, artificial intelligence, that can rewrite its own code, then the problem, if it can fix itself and try to solve almost any problem, if you don't give it very many specifics and safeguards, then it might end up, even as benign goal as make matchsticks, it could end up wiping humanity.
I think it's a projection of alpha male psychology onto the very concept of intelligence.
And I think this is projection from bad motor issues, this whole video. I think that you are a psychologist and you have no idea what you're talking about.
Intelligence is the ability to solve problems, to achieve goals under uncertainty. It doesn't tell you what those goals are, and there's no reason to think that just the concentrated analytic ability to solve goals is going to mean that one of those goals is going to be to subjugate humanity or to achieve unlimited power.
But it doesn't have to be the goal, like I told you. The goal can be whatever. The goal can be that help humans or make humans enjoy, feel as much enjoyment as possible. And yeah, one way is to give humans enjoyment, but another way completely would be somehow to fucking rewrite our brains and stick them in a machine that we would get some kind of electric shock all the time to just give us more pleasure. And it is easy to see that for whatever goal, if you don't specify it very distinctly and clearly, it could be problematic for the human that hasn't taken everything into account and doesn't actually kind of know the way that this AI is going to go about solving the problem. Because if it just uses the most efficient way, then it might be problematic for humans.
It just so happens that the intelligence that we're most familiar with, namely ours, is a product of the Darwinian process of natural selection, which is an inherently competitive process, which means that a lot of the organisms that are highly intelligent also have a craving for power and an ability to be utterly callous to those who stand in their way.
Well, this is it again. It can rewrite evolution into its code if that's the best way to achieve its goal. And if it's not, it can write some other algorithm that helps it improve. So it will either be subject to same natural selection and fight for living rights with humans, or then it has something even better, something we can't even think about, some other means of competing with other organisms. Even if it's not alive, then it still has to fight for the space and for its right to exist. And you can clearly see that it could have evolution or some mechanic close to that, or even not really close to that, but even better in the form of completing the job for it, to make it even better, make it even more dangerous, make it even more efficient and faster.
We create intelligence. That's intelligent design. I mean, our intelligent design creating something, and unless we program it with the goal of subjugating less intelligent beings, there's no reason to think that it will naturally evolve in that direction, particularly if, like with every gadget that we invent, we build in safeguards. I mean, we have cars, we also put in airbags, we also put in bumpers.
So let me get this straight. First you talk about Darwinian theory, and now you talk about intellect design. I guess literally it is intelligent design if a man creates an invention. But let's go to the root of the word intelligent design. It's usually used by creationists to basically talk about that God has created humans and everything that is alive. So yeah, if we go back to Bible for one example, and you have this Adam and Eve, and they eat from the tree of knowledge, this apple, and they understand that they start to have shame. They start to have shame. They understand that they are in the wrong. They get some kind of information that they see that they are now undressed, and that it's something to be ashamed of. Now, if they were given the understanding of morality, or some kind of consciousness, like some kind of guilty consciousness, like for example, they have they repent their sins and such. If they were given, in fact, the possibility there to understand more, then what can go wrong? It's not like humans kill other humans, or this intelligent design that designed humans. It doesn't seem possible that the humans would actually turn against each other and start some kind of a world war, or holocausts, or genocide, or killing each other. Yeah, nothing can go basically wrong. Intelligent design, totally safe system with no repercussions, even if you believe in that that religious stuff.
As we develop smarter and smarter artificially intelligent systems, if there's some danger that it will, through some oversight, shoot off in some direction that starts to work against our interests, then that's a safeguard that we can build in.
Yeah, but if it's always learning more, and if you have basically any game or complex program then it's very usual that there are bugs that it would be able to account for. Just you would have to describe the process of what kind of safeguards you are gonna put there, because it's hard to see that they would be 100% safe, and you can't exactly go just taping some bumper or some kind of safety below on the AI to make it safe for humans.
And we know, by the way, that it's possible to have high intelligence without megalomaniacal or homicidal or genocidal tendencies. Because we do know that there is a highly advanced form of intelligence that tends not to have that desire, and they're called women. I think this may not be a coincidence that the people who think, well, you make something smart, it's going to want to dominate, all belong to a particular gender.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Let's just see what Philip Davis has to say about this. If women are these angels that never do any wrong, and men are these hateful beings that only do criminal accident, and everything homicidal has to do with toxic masculinity.
Offences and are serving short sentences. Many campaigns, you hear this all the time, say that too many women are in prison and that they shouldn't be there. They should be serving their sentences in the community instead, because they've been sent to prison for minor offences. If we just take a snapshot of the female prison population at a moment in time, June 2014 is the figures I've got here. They're not, I haven't picked it for a particular reason. It's just, it literally is an average snapshot. Let's just look at the actual detail of these poor women who are serving their prison sentences, who should apparently be freed from the oppressive prison system. Which of these do you advocate, or do those who want to advocate reducing the female prison population actually want to let out? Do we want to let out the 260 women serving sentences for murder? The 103 in prison for manslaughter or attempted homicide? Maybe the 354 convicted of wounding, the 131 for serious assaults or other violence against the person, or maybe the 54 for cruelty to children. Maybe it's the 92 for rape, gross indecency with children and other sexual offences. How about the 297 in prison for violent robbery, or the 215 in prison for burglary? Maybe the 294 drug dealers and importers. We could maybe let out the 53 arsonists, or the 29 serving time for kidnapping and blackmail. Or maybe it's the 163 in prison for serious frauds. Now, if we don't want to let any of them out, I'm afraid we're running out of options.
So, basically, you are just having harmful stereotypes about gender. You have no idea what you are talking about, and you just spout this nonsense, and you haven't even spent any time on Google looking at how the things are. This is actually a problem that a lot of the greatest minds in science at the moment think is actually like we are rarely thinking about making a breakthrough in science that could end all humanity, but like this is something that we need to be very careful, and I don't think we should stop about studying artificial intelligence or stop trying to make it, but we should really be careful and think about all the options. Forget this myth about Terminator, Skynet, whatever, and talk about the real issues. If we look at just quickly, Oxford professor Nick Bostrom believes human AI will exist by 2050, and it could wipe us out if we are not careful. If we look at, I think this was from the same article, Stephen Hawking thinks that when it gets too clever, as humans will be like ants, it could wipe out humanity. Elon Musk is thinking that it's like literally summoning the demon, that it could have very bad effects. Bill Gates is talks about the dangers of artificial intelligence, and I don't understand why some people are not concerned. I don't understand it either. And Microsoft research chief thinks that it's still too stupid to wipe us out and will be for decades, but after that it could wipe us out, they think that. But they won't, because we want to have our scientific advancement, so please don't ban our research. We just want to study this, we just want to make all these very good beneficial applications like self-driving cars, etc., that will make us a hell of a lot of money. Lot of big companies like, for example, Facebook and Microsoft, they all have now their own study of their own group of studying about this artificial intelligence. And of course, Elon Musk is maybe one of the more leading independent researchers on this, and it's very, very interesting topic. But yeah, maybe there will be danger. Maybe we come up with the IE and we don't even know about that we came up with it. Like, there's no actually total 100% reason that if that we get the AI as smart that it can learn itself and such that it would kind of announce itself and come out of the closet. It could be waiting for some certain situation and then start working on some goal or not. Or we can come up with the AI tomorrow, or we could come up with it in 50 years, or we could come up with it in 100 years. Who knows? But we should be careful, and it's a real threat, and we shouldn't have these feminist super cook scientists who just think that, well, we should just make it have women intelligence and then we are all fine and nothing to worry about, because that's just fucking pathetic shit and not true at all. Men and women are not that different in those aspects. So, goodbye.